Well, hi, Programming 11, welcome back. Don't seem to be able to get my video capture little thing there in the corner working. I don't know what's the story, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. As beautiful as I am, I'm sure you can learn programming without the picture of my face in the corner. And if it happens to be there, anyways, well, cool. But I think it's a kind of a black box. Never fear, we're going to move on. We're going to start looking at some of the shape functions. We want to do something with our graphics window. We are able to do this right now. Open up a window. Very exciting. And we'd like to add in some shapes as our next thing. These are all examples of just simple sort of getting to know how to interact with processing, but also these are things you're going to use all year round. You'd be surprised how useful these things are in making all sorts of software. Even if you just look around in processing, how many circles, lines, shapes of all kinds do you see? There's so many, and they're really drawn, and as rectangles and things. So we'll start with the rectangle. The function to draw a rectangle inside of that window is the rect function. And just like every function, it has parentheses in which you're going to stick the arguments. And I'm going to put a comment at the end of the line here that's going to say the order is going to be the x-coordinate, the y-coordinate, the width of the rectangle, and the height of the rectangle. Those are the order of the arguments. So in order for this to work, you need 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, and they in that order. So the first number you type in is going to be the x-coordinate. So let's type in maybe 50, 50. And actually, let's type in 0, 0. As we talked about before, that's going to be the top left corner. So we're going to see like what does that mean for the rectangle to be at 0, 0. And let's just make it a square. Let's make it 50 by 50 for now. Fairly small compared to our 600 by 600 window. So we'll run that and see what we see. So voila, here we go. We have a small square that has appeared. And notice that when it says 0, 0, it's actually the top left-hand corner of the rectangle that goes to 0, 0. And then we have a width of 50 and a height of 50. So that's pretty great. What about if we, made, say, this number change? If I changed this number, the x-coordinate, let's say I made it 300. So what do you expect to happen? Well, it's going to move across the screen. So now it's going to be over here. Its x-coordinate has changed. What if, I'll put that back for that, and what if I changed the y-coordinate to 300? So that's going to make it move down the screen, and we could position it in another place. I could, of course, change both of them, and I could make both of them 300, and then it's going to be that left corner of the rectangle is going to be smack dab in the middle. You can also change its widths and height. So if I made a rather wide rectangle, then we can see it'll grow outward this way. And notice the way it grows, like the corner still stays at 300, 300. When I change the width, it expands outward to the right. It doesn't stay centered or anything like that. And likewise, I could change the height, and then again, it'll grow downward. That corner still stays in that location. So you can experiment a bit with the rectangle function and see what kind of rectangles you can make. Before I go, I'll just mention that you'll notice that I did the rectangle as a line of code that follows the size. And this is something we'll get more into as we go through the course, but the commands or functions are executed from top to bottom. So first it makes the graphics window, then it draws a rectangle. You can put more lines of code and we'll look at what happens there, but that's the start for that. Okay, thanks everybody. Gonna stop that video, and we'll see you in the next one.